You know, Warren Buffett is 94 years old. That's nearly a century of lessons in business, finance, and just life. So today, we're going to break down all that wisdom into a clear, simple guide for anyone out there navigating their 50s and 60s, based on what he says he wishes he'd known.
And look, this isn't just some dry theory. This is personal advice. Buffett frames it like he's sitting right across from you, sharing the insights he really wishes he had back at this stage of his life. It's a chance to learn from his mistakes just as much as his successes.
All right, the first thing we have to tackle, the biggest hurdle for so many people in this age group, is this one single nagging fear. Is it too late for me? Am I too late to the game to build real wealth? Well, Buffett's answer is a huge, resounding no, and it all comes down to what Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world, compounding.
Compounding is just math, right? It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It just picks up more snow and gets bigger and bigger. Even if you're starting on a shorter hill than some 25-year-old, you still have a hill. Plus, think about it. For a lot of us, our 50s and 60s are our peak earning years. That means you can start with a much bigger snowball.
Okay, let's make this real. Let's imagine you're 55 years old and you've saved up a nest egg of $100,000. That's your starting point. It's a solid foundation for sure, but what can it really do for you over the next 20 years?
Well, if you took that 100 grand, put it into a simple S&P 500 index fund, and then just left it alone, based on historical averages of around 10% a year, by the time you're 75, it could grow to roughly $670,000. And get this, that's without you adding another single penny. That is the incredible power of just letting your money work for you.
But, okay, let's kick it up a notch. What if you add just a modest $500 a month to that investment? Well, that very same nest egg now has the potential to cross the $1 million mark. See? It's not just possible to build serious wealth, it's actually mathematically probable as long as you stay consistent. So, knowing what to do is half the battle, but knowing what not to do, that can be even more important. According to Buffett, folks in this age group consistently fall into the same two traps. The first mistake, spending like time is still on your side forever. That flashy new car, the bigger house, every single dollar you spend on a want is a dollar that can't be put to work multiplying for you. And the second mistake is just pure panic. People feel like they're behind, so they start swinging for the fences, chasing these risky hot stocks or crypto. Buffett's advice is simple. Just stop. You're far more likely to lose everything. The goal here is consistent base hits, not desperate home runs. So if you manage to avoid those mistakes, what's the actual game plan? Well, it's surprisingly simple. Buffett's playbook isn't about some complicated, fancy strategy. It's all about disciplined, common-sense moves. Here it is, the whole thing. Step 1, track your spending. You have to know where your money is actually going. Step 2, attack high-interest debt, like credit cards. That's compounding working against you. Third, max out your retirement accounts, especially those catch-up contributions if you're over 50. And fourth, put your money in a simple, low-cost S&P 500 index fund. Yeah, it's boring, but you know what? It worked. But here's where Buffett's wisdom gets really deep. Getting your finances in order, that's not the end goal. It's just the beginning. It's the thing that buys you the freedom to focus on the stuff you can't buy, the assets that are truly priceless. Think about it. Time is the only currency you can never, ever earn back. Buffett, with all his billions, has said he'd trade a huge chunk of his fortune for another 10 or 20 years. But he can't. Nobody can. And when you really get that, it changes everything.
So Buffett really urges you to ask yourself this question right now. And it's not meant to be dark or morbid, it's meant to bring clarity. Are you spending your most precious non-renewable resource on what actually matters to you? On the people and the experiences that bring you real joy and meaning?
And this is perhaps Buffett's most profound and personal regret. He's admitted that in his all-consuming drive to build his empire, he missed out on the small moments with his family, just assuming there would always be more time. It's such a powerful reminder. The annual reports can wait. Time with the people you love is finite. And what good is all that time if you don't have the health to actually enjoy it? Buffett makes this point so clearly. A $1 million retirement fund is totally useless if you're too sick to travel or to play with your grandkids. So go to the doctor. Don't ignore it when something feels off. Just keep moving. Your health is the vehicle you use to experience everything else in life. This brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? Once the money is handled and you're protecting your time and your health, what is all this for? What are you going to leave behind? For Buffett, legacy has nothing to do with the billions he's giving away. It's about character.
It's about the answer to these simple questions. Was I a good person? Did I keep my word? Did I have a positive impact on the people around me? That's the legacy that actually lasts.
And this is where you realize the power you still have. You have enough time to shape this legacy. It is not too late to fix a broken relationship, to be a little more generous, to apologize, or just to be more present. You can decide today to start becoming the person you truly want to be remembered as.
And finally, Buffett says a huge key to a happy life is just gratitude. You can always find something to complain about, right? But if you make a conscious choice to focus on what you do have, your health, your family, a roof over your head, your whole perspective can shift. It doesn't mean you stop trying to improve. It just means you stop sacrificing the good things you have now in the pursuit of something perfect.
So Buffett's life plan for your 50s and 60s, it's about way more than money. It's about using your financial security as a tool to reclaim your time, to protect your health, and to build a legacy of character. You have the wisdom that only comes from experience, and you still have enough time to make really meaningful changes. The only question left is the one right here on the screen. How will you begin?